You know, many a times, guys, I've said things. Hold on. Okay, so I'm in a different vehicle. Put a lightning bolt in the chat. Let's see. Put a lightning bolt in the chat if last night's live kind of gave you a better insight of me, a little bit more insight of me. Put a lightning bolt in the chat if it did that. If it put more of a kind of an insight, gave you an insight about being smart, understanding things. It was pretty unique, wasn't it? I mean, I thought it was. I thought it was a good time to actually talk about certain things that go on as well. Okay, I really don't want to get too much involved in this because this goes into a hell of a hornet's nest. Maybe it gave you an insight, a little bit more of an insight on me, because that's what I wanted it to do. I didn't want it to scare nobody away or nothing like that. But I knew also with these people on the other side, and when I say on the other side, I mean these people who have no clue of what they're even up against. It comes as a hell of a surprise to them, and it's going to continue. It's going to continue doing just that. It's going to, um, no matter what they say or do. The battle, they may win a couple battles. They cannot win the war. They will never ever win the war, and I'll tell you why. It's because it's already predetermined. The foundation that they have and they've set everything on, there's no truth to it. And no matter how hard they keep pushing and building up, their foundation is made of clay. It's made of, so it's going to eventually start cracking. And it's already started cracking. Now, I don't want anyone to be afraid of me because I'm not a dangerous person, but I am very smart. I play stupid. A lot of times I play stupid and I let people show who they really are. And I let it play out like that. The fact of the matter is, I guess what I'm saying is there's things out here in this world that we get involved in. And not everybody understands it. Not everybody will understand it. It's not made for people to understand. But I'm not your enemy. By no means. I am not your enemy. You know, no matter some of these people, what they forget is who they are and what they're capable of doing. You see, as we get back into as a civilian comes back into, public civilian life, if you've done some kind of high profile job or something like that, once you get back into civilian life, then it all is different because then you act as in a civilian. You act in the ways of, you see, but my mindset, I was trained at birth. I mean, I was trained when I was a kid on this stuff. My dad was very, very good at what he done. And that's why to this day, people can't understand who this man is, what he was about, what he did, any of that. And that's why a lot of confusion happens. I was in a truck yesterday. As you see, I'm in a Charger today. So there's things I want to bring out to you people so you can understand. But then again, there's also things out there that are very scary and very, like very manipulative. Now, I'm not the best by no means. As a matter of fact, you guys met somebody yesterday, last night, day before yesterday, that knows that knows just as much as me, if not more than me. Okay, when it comes to this game, and he's straightforward, and he does call me out on my bullshit sometimes, and that's Homelander. There's just so much you do not know, and you'll never know. And it's sad because you guys are on another side. You guys are on another ridge to the mountain. I'm on this ridge, you're over here. And there's a gap. So many times, it ain't just like laying a bridge out for you guys to come across. Because if I did that and I said it was that easy for you guys to do that, hell, everybody be doing it. In order to get back, you have to say, hey, I've got to take this route. You're going to go down before you come back up. No matter what people say from your position, you're going to humble yourself. You're going to go down. And then you're going to start to climb again. A lot of people's already done that. The first thing you got to do, is open your eyes to reality and what's really going on. They say that I talk and I speak in word salad. But how come my people understand what I say? But then there's people out there who will never understand it. And that's the sad part. So we got a lot of work to do. And that's just the way it has to be. You guys can continue being who you are and believe in what you want to believe. Today's going to be a game changer. Angelo, you cannot say that I did not warn you. Nobody can. Nobody can say, hey, before this happens, I never had a chance. I never had that opportunity. You've had every single opportunity there are. You failed to realize that opportunity was right in front of your face. You failed to realize that. And you kept pushing and pushing and pushing. With that being said, guys, I love you all. And we're going to have a hell of a day. Now, the first thing I can always say is there's always going to be people out here in this world, no matter what you say or do. They've done this or they've done that, and they've done things that's better. You know, that's a given. That's a given. That's always going to be there. That's always going to be there for a reason, because that's the bigger, better person. They always want to be better than everybody. And the fact of the matter is, they're not, people. They're not. They're not at all. Now, I have an opportunity and I'm going to seize it. No matter how bad or what I want to do, I've got to do the right thing. So, with that being said, I also understand that there's things that a lot of people will never understand because they don't want to understand. They don't want to see it for themselves. They want to believe this or that. And guess what? That's them. That's all of them. That will never be me. I don't function that way. I never have functioned that way. I have never been one to kick somebody while they're down, like a lot of you. A lot of you have, and you don't care. You don't care because the fact everybody else is doing it and you think you're going to jump in, you're going to do it. It's just so sad and so hurtful that it's you and you got caught. Now, Angelo, you're going to face 2 felonies, okay? I'm going to tell you the easiest way out of this. The easiest way out of it is take some of that $11,000 you got in the bank. Take you about $8,000 and use that for a retainer and hire you a good attorney because you're going to need it. You see, Kentucky is no joke when it comes to the Commonwealth and you got the right people. Remember, it's not what you know in Kentucky, it's who you know, okay? I'm telling you right now, from experience, I know this. Trust me. Because in certain areas, guess what? They're my areas. They belong to me. You have to understand that. I'm sorry it has to be that way. When you have places that people in the places that are named after your family, well, you have a little bit more pull than the rest. Now, not saying that I have pull, Angelo, as you will see how the pressure hits you. Now, right now, you're facing 2 felonies. Now, if the sheriff's department puts more on you, well, that's just them. That's just the way they work. And, the thing about it is you could be charged with 100 different felonies. It's just what you're convicted with is what's going to stick. I know this because I was charged at one time with 50 felonies at one time. 50 felonies at one time. Now, the longer you spend in jail, Angelo, in Kentucky, the Commonwealth is going to recognize that, and they're going to see that, hey, this man's going to plead out to anything because we're not going to lower his bond. I'm going to tell you your bond's probably going to be about anywhere between $50,000 to $60,000. Now, the thing about it is, Angelo, remember this. There is no 10% in Kentucky. There is no bail bonds in Kentucky. There is no way to take an surety in Kentucky. Okay, you do understand that, right? But on a good note, after about the third or fourth time you see a judge, there is chance for bail reduction, which will probably jump about half. They'll probably lower it about half. Now your bond to be about 20,000. You're still going to have to come up with a little bit of money, Angelo. And I'm pretty sure that Katie and all these nice people out there, they're going to try to help you. But I think you're going to fall short. You're going to fall short because even at the best of my times, yes, we was able to come up with $5,000 right off the bat, and within 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I just don't think you have that kind of pull because I know what it takes and the pull that takes to do that. Now, I will say this, Angelo. You did really well in hiding. You've done really, really well. And you may be on the run like I was for a couple years. But what's so scary about that is you're always looking over your shoulder. You'll always be looking over your shoulder. And you never will understand why. And that's scary, Angelo. Because you never know where it's going to come from, Angelo. I've lost tens of thousands of dollars because of looking over my shoulder. And do I want that? No, I don't. I don't want that in my life no more. I'm so glad that that part of my life is done with and that chapter is complete. But again, if I hadn't went to jail, I wouldn't know what I know now. There's a lot that I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be the man that I am now. And that's a fact. I wouldn't have been the one who reads books instead of watch TV. I wouldn't have been the one who now takes it upon himself to understand that he has to apply himself with everything. Not just the things I want to do, but with anything and everything in life. I have to be that person. And that's something that we all fail at, Angelo. Now, I think I've said enough, and I think for you to start understanding that but I'm saying professional that you like whatever lawyer you do decide. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to have smart because hard. County Hunting Association. State of America. Now, I'm skip do understand that by a way that you would understand, like saying, well, I'm not going to do anything, but my people are bounty hunters. You see, once that warrant in Kentucky, once that warrant goes online with NCIC. Now, I know you probably don't understand what NCIC and don't understand that. And I understand that. We're going to lose service here, guys, and we're going to come right back. See, I know where my parts in the world is, and I know that the service is going to lose. But I vote in the chat. You guys can hear me. Who's going to lose service? I know my way through these mountains. I know when it's coming up. I know when the drop zones are. Put a lightning bolt in the chat if you can hear me really good. Lightning bolt in the chat, please. Service should be picking up. Service will be picking up here in a few minutes. In about 20 or 30 seconds, you'll be able to hear me. Lightning bolt in the chat, please. You're going to be able to hear me. All right. See, I know when it's going to happen. I know when these drops are happening. You see, I pay attention. I'm attention to detail. When you want to know what a profiler is, well, guess what? You're looking at one. A profiler is just that. Now, I shocked a lot of you people last night. A lot of people was messaging me at freaking 3 o'clock this morning. Like, why didn't you just tell us? Why didn't you tell us that you could do all those tactics and you have that knowledge? Well, if I told you, you wouldn't have believed me anyways. So I had to have someone up here who had about the same skill level, if not more, than what I have on this subject, and that being Homelander. You see, I'm glad Homelander is putting me to that test. I'm glad. I'm going to tell you something. Have you noticed different people coming out and coming and visiting this chat, saying hello? Everyone is more than welcome over here. You're more than welcome over here. I have nothing against you. All I want to do is live my life, people. That's it. Is that too much to ask? Living my life isn't too much to ask. I do try my best. And when I say try my best, I do. I used to use the word try, but that's the only word you can really say. But if I say that, I fail myself. I'm going to fail every single time. And you know why I fail? I'll tell you why I fail for it. It's because I use that fucked up word try. Because try is an automatic excuse for failure. And I'm not that, folks. I am not that. I never will be that. Sweet Katie, he is. And you can tell he's trained as well. He's trained in those things. Whether he wants to say, hey, I'm not, I'm just one of you guys. Homelander's nothing like us. Nothing like us. You see, somebody said, Tina, look, I'm going to be honest with you right now. Holistic Empire, Tina, you know what they think about Homelander? Have you heard the rumors, what they're saying about Homelander? I'll let you guys catch up with it. Nicolino, wait a minute. I got to see this. It's damn share your referral link. You know how it gets in the way. Yes, he did. And he's right. He is the only one to understand my tactics and what I've done. Oh, wait a minute. Nicolina says, well, as soon as somebody hits another message, it goes up because it's share your referral links in the way. You can't even read the comments. You really can't read the comments at all. Well, I'm shocked, Katie. I thought I would call in for a few. I seem to catch your lives, Ernie. Good deal. I'm glad. See that? Yeah, exactly. Yes, Nick, he did. Homelander said something that caught his attention that you had said about Grace. You know, it's a new one on me too as well. You see, uh, I'm not one of those that has a lot of that, and I kind of kick myself for that. I do. I kick myself all the time for that. If you guys can, give me a minute here, I'm at the sheriff's department, and I'm going to find out exactly what's going on and how far we're doing and what we're doing. So if you'll just give me a second, guys, I'll be right back. You guys, you guys can talk among yourselves just for a few minutes because all I got to do is run in. They know who I am. Again, we are those people. So if you'll just give me a few minutes, just talking between yourselves, I appreciate it. Okay, guys. I'm not going to sit around here till 9 o'clock, but I will know something definitely around 9 to 10 o'clock this morning. I'll give them an hour window and then we'll check back. Good thing about it is it's already been done. There's no stopping it now. It's just the wait. I hate the wait just like you do. But business hours are open today. All I want people to understand is I never wanted this. I don't I don't usually work like this. This is not my forte, I guess you'd say. But something has to be done and the examples have to be made. I did my time. And I'm telling you, I don't wish it upon anyone. Nobody. But I also understand too that this is how things has to happen. I'm going to continue doing me and being like I was last night, which is the truthful version of me, because I like to teach that. And I'm not saying I want to teach manipulation because I don't want to teach manipulation, but I do want to teach strategy, strategic rules, and effectiveness. If you can make something effective, anything, anything's in play. I will continue having Homelander up on panel. I like his insight. He's the only one in 4 years to ever catch my strategies and what I'm doing. He's the only one to ever do that. And to me, that makes me think, hey, wait a minute. It makes me more intrigued in a way. Especially when he talks about behavioral patterns. That's what I studied. That's exactly what I studied. So there are things out here, guys, that, you may think these people, they don't know what they're doing, they act stupid. But when in reality, that's the thing, in reality, these people are very effective and they know exactly what they're doing. You see, Angelo is a little bit like that in a way. He was able to trick and fool you all. But you see, Angelo got caught once before because Angelo has lawsuits on him. He's been caught before. It just takes the right breed of person to catch him. Everybody's rewatching the live from last night. It's a telling story. It really is, and there could be even more. You know, Jimbo and I both knew how to control the situation. Years ago, I would always talk about general awareness and what general awareness is. Well, the fact of the matter is, general awareness is just that. But it ain't just a part about general awareness, it's the situational awareness. Now, that's different, a lot different. You see, that's what they don't teach you in class. And yes, I know I can't talk about this because I promised the Kentucky officials that I would leave it alone until time to be, and then I would bring it out. And I'm going to stand by my word on that. I'm going to stand by my word on it. Um, the live is up and it's not going nowhere because it does talk about. It goes into deep depth about things that I've used and the things that Jimbo uses in his everyday life. And I'm not saying that people are. Hold on a minute, Big Maker. I'll get that. I'm driving right now. I don't want to. I did see it come in my peripheral vision. I did see your comment, and I'll go back to that. I promise. I'll go back to that. We'll go back to that here in a second. As a matter of fact, I got to pull over here to this attorney. Here in about 3 minutes, I'll be at the attorney's, and once I pull in, I'll read your all's comments. I'll go back. I don't want to miss anybody, and I don't want anyone to feel like they're being left out. Okay, I don't. I really don't want to make anyone feel like they're being left out. And I'll talk to you more about how it works in the situation of it. When I said a while ago, I meant what I said. It's just like I call it whenever I know how the service is going to drop, when it's going to drop. I know these mountains. I know them like the back of my hand. I could take and survive in these mountains if I had to for months at a time. Easily. And that's just learning how to live off the land techniques. Each one of us, being country boys, we know how to do that. We know what we can do. We know where to go. I got your message. I've seen it just come across. I'll read it here in a second. Sweet Katie, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll read it here in a second. I'm not saying I don't want you to think that I'm forgetting you or anything like that. Now, a while ago, I called something a minute ago. I just mentioned here a few minutes ago that I'd be pulling in the lawyer's office in about 3 minutes, right? I told you that. Well, guess what? It's about 2 minutes and 48 seconds since the last time I said that. You understand that? If you can do something like what I'm doing right now, and you're doing something like this, it's like what I'm doing right now. I'm here right now. I'm here right now. So within 3 or 4 seconds, I told you exactly how many minutes it was until I'll be pulling into the lawyer's office. Okay, so let me read some of these comments right here before we go any further. We don't want nobody being left out. I want everybody to have a chance. Look, everybody, everybody has failed and fallen short, okay, of expectations because I set high expectations of my people. And here's the thing about it. We all fail. We all have failed. That's just the way I do things. We've sorted out our fights and stuff. I have no problem with Charlie. Charlie knows this. Charlie knows this. Charlie understands me more than anybody now. Charlie does understand. Yes, he does. Now here I am. I'm early. I'm about 15 minutes early, and I'm supposed to be in here at 8:30. But I'm 15 minutes early. So we're gonna sit here and we're gonna continue this live. Only like we could do it. All right, so a lot of you people are liking these mountains, ain't you? How things are done, and you love to be there. You love to be with me in hiding, exactly. But I'm not hiding. I have nothing to hide. I get up at 5 o'clock to 5:30 every single morning, and I do 100 push-ups as soon as I get up. Now I am missing biscuits and gravy this morning, guys. Biscuit, gravy, egg, sausage, bacon, cheese. Yes, I would love to make a run to McDonald's. But then again, when I get on the road, I'm probably going to lose my physique because I'll be at McDonald's eating a lot. And then again, who knows? Who knows? Good deal. Good deal. What happens is you lazy ass heads, you all stay up all night long. You stay up all night long, you guys do. Here it is cheap. You know, you can get biscuit and gravy and a sweet tea for about $3, $3, $3, $3 or $4. You can have you some biscuit gravy and sweet tea. Hey Chica, it was very nice meeting you last night. You have a nice family. I'm glad I got to meet you yesterday on your drive through. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping in Kentucky and saying hello to me. That meant a lot to me. When you was when you stopped in Kentucky to say hello to me, well, guess what, Chica? That made my day. That made my day. I know it was late, but by God, or early. I'd say early because you're coming through kind of. I don't know why you just didn't get a hotel. You wanted to drive through. I have no idea. But anyways, thank you for saying hello. Mhm. There's a thing that you train your body to do. My husband would punch you in the face. Exactly. Yes, I know. A lot of husbands want to punch me in the face. I understand that. A lot of husbands want to punch me in the face, and chihuahuas want to eat me up for some reason. I don't know. Katie said, "Oh, it's a troll." You know, it don't matter if it's a troll or not. Somebody's going to run with it. That's the way YouTube works. That's the way it works. Sweet Katie. You know, I've heard it all. It's funny, ain't it? It is. And you know this lawyer. I'm watching for his car. He has he has a Porsche Cayman, and he still is not pulled in here. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm always early for appointments, anyways. I'm never hardly late. I always try to be 10, 15 minutes early. Always. We know your hubby is your world, Chica. I do things. If you don't know me by now, I do things that sometimes are just, you know, out of way, out of reality in a way. If you really want to know about it, out of reality. And I do these things because I can. I can. I did things like that in jail too as well. I would. It's sad because, well, when you know how to do these certain things, then you. It ain't that you have something on somebody, but it's like something, or you. It's just I don't even know. I'm gonna get in so much trouble by talking about this stuff. People are gonna be like, "You son of a bitch! You use this on me. You use that on me. What are you doing, man?" Kind of like that. I'm gonna be like, "Oh well, I can't tell a lie, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all because I admitted everything I did, everything I've done. I've admitted. I've had to. Homelander told me and made a deal with me, be straight up with me, and I have. Um, well, me and the lawyer, we kind of have a plan going, and I'm not going to explain it on YouTube, but once certain people are brought in, and we have documentation showing that is viable and showing that it's pretty much, I'm not going. I can't say too much. You are an adventurous person. I am an adventurous person. I really am. Liberator, you son of a bitch. No, I'm not taking my hat off when I talk to the lawyer. I'm hoping to see the lawyer, check in with the lawyer, let him know a position, and just be done with it. Let him handle the rest of it. When everything's found out and he sees it, it's on good, it's online, it's on NCIC. Let him let him send me an email with the paperwork, something like that. That way I have a copy of it for my records. I'll have a copy of it. Exactly. Now, I just hope it was worth it for you all. I really do. Let's see I thought you were going to the barber. Katie, I went to the barber and I got into it with the barber because the barber wanted $47, 47 buckaroos to try to fix my hair. I would rather get Blaze and Hank mad at each other and get them fighting and stick my mangy head in the middle of that and let them chew the rest of my hair off than me pay $47 for a haircut. No, that's not happening. I would rather go back to the house, get me a set of clippers, and take it off my own self, okay? Before I'm paying $47. $47, $47 is a lot for me, especially me coming out of jail when 50 cent was a lot, a dollar was a lot. Now you're talking about $47. Look, I look at things differently, totally differently, totally differently. Katie, now you're trolling me now, honey. 47 bucks for the patchy hair. He should have gave 50% off because 50% was missing. You see, Ernie, I'll do it for free. Liberator, you're not touching my hair. Now here we are. We're 4 minutes from this office appointment with this lawyer. He still is not here. He's not here. You're not blocked. The other day when I was sitting at the office, I sat at the lawyer office, and he's got 3 or 4 offices. He's got them in different areas, and I was just lucky that in the 2 areas that I was at the most, being in Louisville, he's got an office in Louisville, or their company has an office in Louisville, and they have one where I'm currently at now. So now have in mind this now, guys. I got up early this morning, more like 4:30 this morning, because I had to get ready because I knew I was going to be traveling to do this today. So, well, Andre, it's just what they do. It's just how they are. You know, I could do so much, guys. I really could do so much. If given the opportunity, I could turn this around so easy because I'm real. I'm real. I do what I say I do, and I'm going to continue doing it. Um, I am shining. I am shining, and it took time. It took a lot of time. But I'm telling you right now, I'm being straight out honest with you all right now. If I didn't have my situation that happened to me, I would have never, ever turned my adversities into advantages. That's a fact. Ernie, you could buy a wig on Temu. It's cheaper. Yeah, but it takes longer to get to me. That means I'll still be going bald, until a wig comes. Yeah, I'd buy me a Superman wig. That way I could get the curl going and everything, right? We'll trade the bangs in for the curl. That's what we do. No, guys, I'm not wearing no wig. No, that's just not me. To be honest with you, I don't know what is me. Ooh. Look, I don't want nobody touching my hair with a sling on. I already had people in jail that didn't have no clippers. All we had was razor blades, and they take the razor blades out and put them into the combs. And I had people literally come off fentanyl. They'd be shaking, and they'd be trying to cut my hair. That's why it's messed up like it is right now. And then it kind of follows suit with it, and I just couldn't get it fixed. But by God, it's going to get fixed. Liberator, if I did that, if I took my hat off to shake my lawyer's hand or whatever, he would think that I'm one of those spider demons that Tina talks about all the time. And I'm not, I'm for sure I'm not that. Make my own hair out of roadkill. That's good, guys. You guys are roasting me this morning, ain't you? I don't think you all been to bed. You don't want to get me started on you guys with a roast. Cause Shazzy Bear, I can really roast you as well. Liberator, it's easy to roast you. All you gotta do is go look in the mirror and you're roasted. Now, Shazzy Bear, now I saw that little comment you made. Roadkill, huh? It's 1:30 p.m. here. Well, Shazzy Bear, okay, I understand that. Okay, well, it's not 1:30 p.m. here. Now, if we're gonna start roasting people now, is this the roast of Ernie Shell? Is this what this is? Because I already see people lining up, and I'm about to fire back. Now, when I start doing this now, I don't want no crying, no whining, because we damn sure don't have cheese to go with your wine. You understand that, right? So when you start on me this morning, you remember that I'm going to hit back, and it's going to be 10 times as hard. I know, Shazzy Bear, I'm playing with you. Is it my tone of voice that I'm using? It's just too early in the morning is what it is. The hell, that's going to be clipped. Just show us your hair. No, Mark, I'm not showing you my hair until it's all fixed. Whether it becomes a non-existent looking kind of thing, or if it just if for some miracle God, the right patches in my head, just the hair just miraculously just regrows. I don't know, but I'm giving me a chance. I'm giving it a chance to, maybe God says, hey, I'm going to have a miracle happen right here, and he puts hair back on my head. I don't know. But I'm going to be honest with you. I spent $42 on some hair products. If you all laugh at me, I'm glad Charlie's not up here, because he'd be sitting there rolling right now. He would be laughing his ass off. So I seen some stuff that celebrities use, and it talks about how their hair's thinning out, and then it shows them, a few months later, about 4 months later, and they got a whole, their hair you can see is being retreated and it's growing back. It's not growing back white. I've already got white in the side of my head, guys. That's one good reason I'm glad I'm going to figure about shaving. I am not letting my sister touch my hair. That is a no-no. That is a no-no. Okay, so guys, I'm hoping that's him. I don't know when he gets out. So he ain't in the Cayman. He ain't in the Cayman today, which I can understand because it's been raining and kind of the weather and all that. But he is in the Jeep. So that makes, and I didn't even know he had a Jeep. That goes to show you that lawyers make a hell of a lot of money. A whole hell of a lot of money. That just goes to show you that you can do good by being a lawyer. And I know here in a second, he gets out. He's late as shit. He's late. They're always late. I'm not getting no Rogaine. Nicole's product reviews. Nicole, Ernie, no, I'm not making fun, just giving some tips. I know you are, sweetie. I know. I never said you would ever make fun of me. But you're probably laughing behind those closed doors at me. Deep down in, you're laughing at me. I can sense it, by God. I can sense it. I know you're laughing. You're giggling. That's exactly what's happened. I bet you put a 1 in the chat if you think Nicole's product reviews. Now look at that name now. Do you think a nice person like that would be giggling and laughing behind the scenes? I can prove it. I can pull her up on panel and I guarantee you she's laughing right now. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Exactly. If you think she's laughing. Or put a 2 if you think what she just came in and said is all truth. Uh-oh. Nicole. We got a bunch of 1s. Uh-oh. Sweet Katie said 2. Sweet Katie was said 2. Look, let me just say this. Whatever the situation is and whatever the majority is going to be, Sweet Katie's always going to be the opposite. I'm just telling you right now. That's just the way it is. She is a shit stirrer. So, 2 riding solo. Maggie Mags unlocked. Okay, well, hold on a minute. I wasn't laughing until you got me to laughing with your comments. No, I told you. See, Sweet Katie, you was wrong. She is laughing. Now, she is laughing now. And she's probably holding her belly, rolling, laughing. That's what a lot of people do. They come over here, they look at me, and they're like, man, that ain't that funny. And then all of a sudden, they're getting ready to take a drink or something, and I'll say something out of the blue because I'm catching attention, and then they'll spit it out. Look, I know this because, and this is funny too. So one of my buddies, Ryan, one of my buddies is, it's the one I broke his nose. Um, he's got a beautiful assistant. I'm telling you right now, Amanda is beautiful. Like, she is amazing, like hot as fire. And she wears these skimpy dresses and skimpy outfits to work. Well, Ryan loves Dr. Pepper. He loves Dr. Pepper more than anything. And there's a thing called these okay, so Dr. Pepper has this new product out. It's the, what is it? Like the strawberry cream or something like that? Dr. Pepper. Has anybody ever heard of that? I'm pretty new at this on this one. I don't like stuff like that. I just like regular sodas and stuff. Has anyone heard of that? The strawberry cream, right? Has anyone heard of it? Am I mistaken? Is it It's Dr. Pepper, I'm pretty sure. They have like a strawberry cream, correct? So make sure I'm correct on this. Let me know if I'm correct on this. I'm gonna tell you something. It's funny. Let me know if I'm correct on the soda flavor or the pop flavor. Am I correct on this? Yes or no? I have heard of it. Okay, hold on a second, sweet Katie. I can't see for this damn share you're referring. I have heard of it. Yes, I don't drink soda though. Okay, so they have Dr. Pepper beef stick. Well, anyway, let me finish what I'm saying. So Amanda loves to sit in pretty much Ryan's office. Ryan, as far as I know, he's single. So she sits in his office right in front of his desk, right beside of him or in front of him, and they're always going over notes and she's writing stuff down, or she's letting her phone record what he's saying, and then later on she'll type it out or whatever the hell happens, okay? I had said something, and it was funny because I was actually there when I done it. I had said something. He was in the next room. I said something, and all I could hear was him spitting stuff out and her going, ah. So I didn't know exactly at the time what had happened. I didn't know he was even watching me. So I get a text while I'm on live, and he's saying, you son of a bitch. I just spit pop all over Amanda. And I'm like, why did you spit pop on her for? Why did you spit soda on her for? And I was thinking about it, so I didn't pay no attention. And a minute later goes by. I guess he's cleaning the stuff up or whatever. A couple minutes go by, and then he's like, dude, we're watching your live. And when you said that, when everybody started laughing, he said, I could not hold it in, and I was just getting a drink, and I spit it all over her. So at this moment, I think I paused it or something, or waited a couple minutes. I paused it and I went over there. I went next door. And I laughed my ass off. Her dress, I mean, he gets these big gulps, like, her dress, man. I felt so bad. Her outfit, it was funnier than hell. And I ain't gonna lie, because she's got big boobs, like real nice cleavage boobs. We're being honest here, folks. I'm single man. I did offer to, clean off the soda residue off of, let's just say, as a nice guy, I better watch what I say because Lord in heaven knows how people turn this shit. Yeah, I did volunteer to clean off her dress and her, with a. You guys get the point. I'm not even saying it because I'm going to get caught with it. And then I'll have to live with it for the next 4 years. I know how this shit works. So, yes, I did offer. So, if anybody comes at me with like, you offered this and that. Yes, I offered. But look, I'm a single guy and I love tits and ass. Okay. That is nice of me, sweet Katie. It is. If a woman has a nice set of boobs, especially, I'm saying too much. Look, I'm trying to be professional here, and you guys are not letting me be professional. You guys are not letting me be professional. It's about fucking time this son of a bitch is finally getting out of his vehicle. He's what, 12 minutes late. Guys, I gotta go. Um, I'll get back with you here in a minute. I'm just gonna you guys sit here and talk, do what you need to do. You guys, you guys sit here, talk, do what you guys need to do, and I'll be right back. All I gotta do is just let him have an update, what we're gonna do today. 5 minutes at the most. Have fun. Okay, guys. Okay, check this out. I'm back. I'm back right now. Gonna be real brief about this, real quick. So he kind of explained to me some of the charges that we're going after, and so for the people in the back, what happens is when someone has signed your name without your permission on a form, and this is not just a form, this is a government document, but VIA, pretty much electronic signature. He said, no, wait a minute now. Can everybody hear me in chat? Everybody in chat, lightning bolts in chat. Charlie, that's a great idea. Hold on one second. I told you I wouldn't be but about 5 minutes. I don't like to spend a lot of time in public anyways. Links in the chat, and then I'll continue this on. So, pretty much, Charlie, I know you're coming up right now. So, what it is just not just a document. Anything that has anything to do with a tax form, any kind of benefit, any kind of like stuff like DMV, especially being military, it's considered very serious. So, Charlie, Ernie's in talking to his lawyer. Maybe he said he did. Oh, you want to come in? I think he wants to come up. Link you, bro. Okay, so it's in the chat, Charlie. Now, like he said, in Kentucky takes it serious because of a Commonwealth state. So what we're going after is, okay, hold on one second. Let me see what's going on here. Lord God, have mercy. Exactly. So what we're going after is forgery. We're going after forgery because he knew that what was going on. The intent is there, and to deceive. He wanted to deceive you people, and it's what he did. He did. So by using, let me see how I explain this. By using electronic signature, he not only did what's called a false representation of my identity, and where it's on a serious form, or where it's on a government form, being military, it's even more serious. Hold on one second. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on, brother? I'm here. You hear me? Test one. Test 1, 2,
I do.
3.
I hear you.
What's happening, bro?
Well, good morning, brother. Good morning. I hope everything's good with you.
I'm sorry. I was
hold on one second. Hold on one second. Nikki B's backstage.
All right.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, real quick question. I couldn't type it in chat because I'm driving. Was that an electronic signature? Because it didn't look like one.
What? Yes. It's by electronic signature because it's actually through the internet on a website that he done it through.
Well, usually, because I use DocuSign regularly, and DocuSign either right next to the signature or right under will give you the DocuSign or whatever company stamp that's been approved through their software to prove that it's actually your signature, because you're doing it electronically, or
right.
It'll be in the header and or the footer of the document, and it'll say like DocuSign number blah 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 blah. Now you can DocuSign something that just has the header or the footer notification. Those are accepted in a lot of areas, but most times, especially as it like, let's say, as it applies to the ICHGCP requirements for clinical research, it has to have the signature, and then right next to or under it has to have the date and time stamped. And that didn't look like, that document didn't look like that. What it did look like is a wet ink signature and or a signature created in Adobe. And the signature in Adobe, you don't have to have that date and timestamp next to it. There's different versions available in Adobe. So which is it? Is it
Well,
like,
see, well, see, he's just now getting into that. He's just now getting into it because the sheriff. Hold a second, guys. Dang it.
Hey,
So hold on
Nick,
a
don't say
second.
hi to me, bro. Nick, don't say hi to me, bro.
oh, hey Charlie, sorry, I'm
What? It's all
not
right.
paying
It's all
attention.
right. I'll play it with you. What's going on? How are you?
Nothing. I want to know more about this forged signature because it's absolutely forged.
Yeah, definitely without a doubt. Everybody wants to know. It's not just you. Everybody.
I mean, Ernie's left-handed for fuck's sakes, and whoever signed
Hey,
that was
take
right-handed.
take over 1 second,
Yeah.
Charlie. Take over 1 second. Nicolay, take over 1 second.
Go ahead. Do what you got to do. But no, you're right. You're definitely right. As soon as I seen the document the first time, I was like, "That's not real."
Well, I've seen Ernie's
You
handwriting
see
on
the
other
signature,
things he's shown over the years, and
right?
he fucking has chicken scratch for fuck's sakes,
That's
and
how I am.
he's left-handed.
Yes. When I signed paperwork, my mother used to say I should have been a doctor because she can't even make out my name when I sign it. It's very unique, so you can't even trace it or try to copy it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why
Right.
doctors
And unless,
sign
and the
crazy.
whole thing is, the only way a nonprofit can do that on behalf of a veteran is if the veteran, my understanding now, is about 95% accurate. I could be wrong, but you have to delegate somebody via like a power of attorney to give them the right to do a signature like that and request the documents on the veteran's behalf.
Uh-huh.
And they're not going to be able to produce that.
So, also, I want your input on why do you think he hasn't been around, in your opinion?
What's that?
Why do you think Piper hasn't been around, in your
Oh,
opinion?
I think it's a head game.
Okay.
I think it's a head game, and he's under an alt account, and because they're really pushing that whole he's in jail shit when
Yeah, I
everybody
know.
fucking knows the motherfucker's not in jail.
Anybody can find out if he's in jail, anyways. Anybody can find that out, that information.
I mean, all you have to do is check VineLink for like every fucking state
Yeah.
you think he could be in.
Yeah.
But I'm not putting in that effort. I just know that if Katie is the one that started it, it was to play a fucking head game and get everybody all thinking that he got arrested. And,
Yeah.
you know, justice
Yeah.
doesn't work that quickly.
No.
But what
And in my
needs to be done is that Veterans Home Access nonprofit needs to be fucking investigated, because that means they've probably abused their power
Yes.
to look into veterans or people claiming that they are veterans. And I'm telling you, this would not have been the first time. This is just the first time that we've actually had physical fucking proof that this was done.
Yeah.
And
I'm
Angelo did this.
Go ahead.
And Angelo did admit to using a veterans agency to help a homeless veteran, Ernie. So
Right.
we've got that recording or that live stream. I've got to find it. I came across it a couple weeks ago, but it was from its panel. So I've got to find that to give to Ernie, because that is exculpatory evidence that. And this was in July of 2024, the same time the records were requested. So even though it and I do not agree, what it said on Ernie's panel a few days ago regarding, Angelo being its friend and Angelo recording its offline convo, but then it also outlined that back in July of 24, it had significant questions on how Angelo obtained these records and was very clear last week. Some fuck shit was going on to obtain them. So I think what Angelo's probably doing right now is doing a CYA and manipulating federal bureau, agents or departments in order to make it, well, Ernie's a bad guy. I'm a veteran. I'm a real veteran. Well, you know what? Real veterans like Angelo can also be criminals and commit crimes.
Sure can.
So I'm sick of this whole thing that somebody like Ernie can't be a victim because we don't like Ernie. That's hogwash.
Yeah. I'm actually sick of that, Nicolina. I'm sick of it. It's crazy.
Oh, I agree. You can't look past somebody else's criminal behavior, alleged criminal behavior, and vilify somebody else that's already done their time.
Right.
Their crimes.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay,
It's very unserious. These people are unserious retards.
Yep.
And I'm just saying it's looking pretty fucking suspect to me and a lot of other people. And if you can't put aside your hate for Ernie and realize that he was a victim of identity theft in order to obtain these records, there's something wrong with you.
You're right. I agree.
So
okay, so
I gotta drop
that
down,
phone call.
Charlie. I gotta
Okay,
drop
so
down.
Nicolina. Okay, so I didn't come in late here. So Nicolina is right. They are looking into that. That was the lawyer just gave me a call. He said, I forgot to tell you that one thing that we're going to do is for an example, forgery in the second degree is a felony, especially in Kentucky. So
especially if
instead,
government.
exactly the thing about it is where it's a government form, it doesn't matter how he signed it, whether it's electronic signature or ink. It don't matter. It does not matter. That has nothing to really do with what's going on. The fact of the matter is, he knowingly used or submitted a forged document to someone like a government agency. Now, here's the thing: even if you didn't sign the name personally, if they submitted the document, him submitting the document himself, knowing it was false, they will be charged. In Kentucky's a very rare place because it's a commonwealth. There's only and this is what he's trying to understand, and he's trying to, tell me about, is like Kentucky is a commonwealth state. Kentucky, whether we like it or not, Kentucky makes the laws as they go. It's about the money. It's about the money. I learned this. I had to go through this while I was in jail. So,
I'm sure you did, without a doubt.
In Kentucky, there's a thing called uttering a forged instrument. And what that is, it's the act of knowing or using and submitting someone else's information. He's going to send me all this. He's going to send me everything he's doing. Instead of looking at one felony, we're looking at 3 felonies because he had the intent. Like I was telling you all, I knew about this. I knew this. You see, the signer, which is him, he has the intent to sign. In Kentucky, that's a whole new different charge. A whole new different charge. Did you know something else too? It's a charge for the signer. Also, we can get him for he consented to do business because they're doing business as well. So that's another charge. There's so many charges, and that's what's probably taking it so long for it to go through. My lawyer said that he is going to be talking to the sheriff today about what charges that's going to be put up. They're going to contact military records in Kentucky again. That way we can have what's called an ongoing. That way everything. See, the biggest thing it is the concurrent, whether it runs concurrent or not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it does not run concurrent, then that's separate charges over and over and over again by different agencies. So not only is he looking at, federal agencies with charges, which that automatically makes it a federal crime because what he done with being fraudulent to federal agencies, being with the military, that's fraudulent.
And
It's
then
what else he
also,
done.
it's an internet crime also.
Well, the internet crimes too can be picked up later on as
Yes,
separate. It's
yeah.
separate. It does not
Okay,
have to be
all right.
run. It does not
Yeah,
have to
but
be ran concurrent. Then you see,
right,
his best bet is for it to be ran concurrent.
right.
That way, it ain't looking like it's separate charges here and there. Like just hit him with one big concurrency and let all these charges run in concurrent with each other. Because if they don't run in concurrent, guess what? You'll do time for time each one you fuck over. You see what I'm saying? Each one you're charged
Yeah.
with.
That's correct.
If you're convicted. Now, what they'll end up doing is after this is done, once he's in their grasp, or even once he's on paper, I can reach out because the places he travels, you have to understand, there's only like 4 or 5 states that bounty hunting is not allowed in. You understand that? I can
Yes.
reach out to my people then and do what we call spot checks. I will find Angelo no matter where he goes. It
Oh, I
will be
know
not
you
it won't be a year or two. Everybody you can ask anybody when it comes to bounty hunting and people who are bounty hunters, that is their livelihood. They have to find you or they don't eat.
Well, bounty hunting, they have a lot more jurisdiction where they can actually break down a fucking door too. They have the right to do that. They can do that. Bounty hunters. You know that, right? I'm sure you do. They have the right to break down doors legally. I always watch. You ever heard of the guy Tank, the big black guy?
Yeah.
That guy is unbelievable. He knows every in and out. When he goes to someone's house, he calls the police station and lets them know how many people, if they have weapons, and he goes, we might be crashing down the door. And the police know everything that they do.
I'm going to say this. And me and my buddy Gene was talking about this the other day, where he's in an RV, no matter what address he's at, that RV is considered his home. Bounty hunters, to get you out of that RV, they can shred that RV.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
If they need to do whatever they need to do, they can shred an RV. I'm just saying they can. Yep. Not that they will likely, but they will get you no matter what, because you're in a motor vehicle. You're still, even if it's considered a home.
I understand what you're saying.
Now, only thing bounty hunters cannot do is they cannot pursue you in a motor vehicle, a home motor vehicle. That means if you're going along the highway, they cannot pull you over legally. They cannot. That's anything. That's federal. That's federal right there. That's automatically.
They can only go to your property house. That's it. Property house, motor vehicle, whatever it is, a trailer, camper, whatever it is. They can only go to the person's house. They can't pull them over like they're cops in a car.
Right.
But they can call the police and say, oh, listen, we're following this wanted criminal. We need backup. That they can do. Are you there? I know it was spinning. I think you're losing internet.
Yeah, but here, keep going. I'm on the way. I'm going to be heading back to the sheriff's.
All right, go ahead. Go. I'm here. Lori, it's okay, because I know he was losing his internet. So thank you, though. So could I talk now, Lori? Is that okay, or should I just have silence until he gets back on? Liberator, what's going on? Kells Bells, how are you, my friend? Don Looker, that's my new friend. What's happening? Chasing Justice, hello, good morning.
Okay, Charlie. There's only, what I was trying to say is, a while ago I said there's 4 or 5 states. There, if I can recall correctly, Illinois, Kentucky, Oregon, and Wisconsin is the only 4 states that does not allow bounty hunting. I know Illinois don't. I know that for a
Yeah,
fact. I know Kentucky don't.
I'm in Illinois, and I can tell you that there is no bounty hunting in
No,
Illinois.
there in Illinois. I know Illinois, Kentucky, Oregon. I can understand why Oregon's not, and I didn't know Wisconsin. I knew. I always thought Virginia was one of them, but Virginia and everything has their own laws set for it. And so does Maine. I think it's New Mexico does. I know Rhode Island. They have their own laws that they either prohibit. You can do it or not do it. That's just the way they are. You have to have. You have to pretty much give in checks to law enforcement to let them know what you're going through and what they're doing. You have to provide the warrant. I do know you have to have that warrant because it has to be faxed over to the jurisdiction. Okay, so take over, and I'll be where I need to be at here in about 10 minutes.
All right. Lori, is it okay now? You know who you remind me of, Lori? You're right. Talking over someone gets on my nerves. Laugh out loud, smartass. You know who you sound like? I'll give you a hint. No, I won't give you a hint. Who do you think I'm talking about? Who you sound like, Lori? And let me tell you, sister, I love you like a sister, seriously. But you know who you sound like with that one comment right there? I'll wait. Just give me one person who you think I'm talking about. And I mean this with all due respect. Booty hunting is allowed. You're right, Mark. Booty hunting is allowed everywhere. I'm not triggered, Lori. Believe me. I am far from triggered. Believe me. I believe that. I got thick skin now, Lori. You don't bother me. I will fight for my right to party. But anyways, what else is going on? Sweet Katie, what's happening again? Thank you for your, I'm glad I talked to you this morning also, Sweet Katie. I was coming home from the doctor's. I was actually walking home from the doctor's, but I was at the doctor's. Kells, good morning, Kells Bells. It's all right, Lori. You just keep up with your comments. It's fine. You're not bothering me. Lion Mama is, I already said hi to Lion Mama. But anyways, it looks like there's a lot of big trouble happening. And there's also stuff that I'm working on. And I am working on it because I did get an email from someone and I'm just waiting for more confirmation from him. You know that, Sweet Katie. How's everybody doing today? It's going to be, I know in Illinois, it's beautiful, the weather. It was cold this morning, but now it's warming up. It's going to be 70 today with sun. And then tomorrow, it's going to be 80. There's the summertime, it's coming. Hello, voices. Good morning. How are you? Not everyone in the other chat is convinced Angelo is innocent. That's why they're coming over here also, voices. If you notice, Jimbo's people are coming over here also. So Ernie's doing a great job. He's going to be getting bigger and bigger. He is. So that's fine. How are you doing, Lori? Is your someone was mentioning about something, and you were talking about something. Something was wrong, like health-wise. And I'm not trying to be a wise ass. I just wanted to find out what's going on, because my health isn't that good either. Okay, Lori, are we done yet? Because I'm not going to pay attention no more. I'm not asking you, Lori. I'm asking Lori from Voices. Oh, my Lord. Holy shit. Did you not hear me say Voices and then Lori? Wow. The attention seeker is here. She reminds me of someone else, too. Christine, my sister. Kells Bells, Lamb Mama, no thank you. I am Malden. Oh, Kells, I wouldn't go around chat room saying that you're wild enough, but you are wild. You're very wild, Kells. Kells, when are you going live? I miss your lives. Onlooker, you guys just keep doing what you're doing. Honestly, it's rare to find on YouTube streets. You're right. You're absolutely right, John Looker. Thank you so much. And you know what? There's two people who made me change. And that's, of course, you know, it's Renee, because we do a lot of talking. And Ernie. Ernie is actually, I asked him, and I've been saying this in chats all the time, that I want to learn more and I'm willing to learn. I don't care if I got to stop at start at the beginning. I'll do it. Because I have started at the beginning before. But thank you so much. You had a double. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that. That's why I asked. I didn't know that. I hope you're okay. I really do. I'm going to be praying for you. I hope you're good. Lucy Lockett, what's happening? I love your name too. That's a cool name. Yeah, look, you're another good person who's got my back all the time. Sweet Katie's got my back. I get, you know what? That's what the problem is. You know what I mean? I'm going to let all these trolls and all these other creators, if you're going to come after me, it's okay, because I find out from, I could be at the doctor's and I get texts and I get pictures of people saying shit about me that aren't true. Like his Sidekick. Hello, Sidekick. Good morning. Charlie found his balls by the sounds of things, acting all tough and taking down to the chat. Sidekick, good morning. I'm going to pray for you too. You're a good person. If you want to be. Deep down in your heart, Sidekick, I know you're a good person. So you have a good day, and I'm going to be praying for you. Yes, I found my balls. Next. Onlooker Shore Douche. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I just want to talk to a wreath maker. I heard what she said, that I'm two-faced. You know what, wreath maker? I'm going to be honest with you. Everybody on the YouTube streets, they're all two-faced. Everybody is two-faced. Just to let you in on a little bit of information. Onlooker. I got to get glasses. I got to go to the eye doctor. I really do. The balls can be Cuban. Oh, Mark, thank you. You always bring a laugh to the chat too. Mark does, and so does what's his name? Skunk. Skunk always makes my day. Sidekick, I don't need your prayers, dude. Okay, that's fine. So then why don't you go over to, he must be sleeping then, or he missed his flight. All right. I'm enjoying the spotlight, bro. I am. Really, only 2 people turn up to my live, Sidekick? Dude, that's a lie right there. Big lie. Big lie. There's a lot more than 2 that show up. So I don't know why you're laughing, because you know it's a lie. Do you work with Viper too? That's 2 people show up. Yes, I know. I guess you're one of those 2 people too, right? Sidekick? Lucy Lockett, I'm blind as a bat. Yeah, Lucy, I haven't gone to the eye doctor in like 2 years, but I need to go. Yeah, exactly. Sidekick, when was the last time you went live? Did you ever go live? Oh, too easy. Whatever, dude. Keep bringing me my questions. Come on, I'm waiting. And don't say I'm triggered either, because I'm actually laughing at that. Did you move yet, Charlie? No, I'm moving May 21st. I'll be in Tennessee.
Charlie.
Yes.
Charlie. Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah. I hear
Hold on 1 second. Let me fix your mic. Let me
I
fix
hear
your
you.
mic.
You hear me?
Yes, I do hear you. Okay, so check this out. So, my lawyer, he just contacted me again. He said what we're going to be going for is what he's going to try to press on this sheriff is identity theft and forgery. That's the two main ones we're going to go for. So, in Kentucky, so in most states, you can only get one or the other. Kentucky has a thing of a revision in 2023 that was revised that you can go after both separately. Now, I don't know what military records are going to go after him for. I don't know exactly what charges are going to be that. That's up to the sheriff's department when they collaborate with them. The sheriff's office, he said he got a hold of the sheriff, and they said they'd be contacting me around 10 o'clock. So I should know something around 10 at the latest 11. Okay, so that's what I know. I told you guys
That's it.
I'd be clear to you all, and I am. Now, am I going to give you out everything? No. When the deal is done and everything's signed over and everything's signed off on, I will show you and submit you documentation of what's going on, because I'm going to give. Well, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it. But then after that, everybody else that's going to file suit and going to press charges against Angelo, which I know 3 other people that are going to do that, can go ahead afterwards and do that. Now, I'm almost at the house. I'll holler at you in a second.
Alrighty, sounds good. Dragon Spirit, what's happening? How are you? Good morning. Oh, that one guy. Let's see. Wow, just as many people watching Archive Live as Ernie. That's not good, bro. Probably because you got a cop over here. Probably, you're probably right. That one guy. Who's the cop? If you're saying there's a cop over here. I wouldn't say much, Ernie. Yeah, sometimes Ernie's got to not say a lot. We already talked about that. But one guy, who's the cop? Could you let us in on the cop? And is that a bad thing if there's a cop over here? Sometimes it's not. Oh, she's not a cop. Please. If you think she's a cop, forget it. Forget it. Why? Because she knows her shit? Are you jelly? Because she knows what's going on? I think so. Dion, look around. Yep, you're right about that.
You're right. You're right, Katie. You're right, Katie. And for that, I'm not going to say anything else about it. I
That's
will
what I
show the
was
documentation. That's it.
It's better to be a secret, and then they'll get the surprise. It is if they send you to what's tongue prison? What's tongue prison? No, you're totally. Oh my lord, that one guy. You're wrong. Nicolina did not send her to prison. Holy shit! Really? I'm gonna be nice. You keep
I'll tell
thinking
you
that.
what. Hey, Charlie, let's not talk about it no more. Let's talk
Yeah,
about what
that's what I
Homelander
said.
was. Let's talk about what Homelander was talking about last night and go from there on that. Just
Okay.
you know,
That the show last night, the live last night. Because when he was on Homelander and when he comes on panel and I'm talking to him and he's talking to me, that guy's a very smart man. He knows a lot. He really does. He's not a stupid person. He actually taught me a lot of good stuff. Let me shut this fan off so no one complains. I'm moving around my apartment. I'm packing everything up. I can't wait to get to Tennessee because even though Illinois is pretty nice, It's not my cup of tea. I'd rather be in the mountains and the woods. It's a lot better there. A lot more privacy. You could get a clear head, and it's beautiful. Sweet Katie, Ernie was in jail, prison. Yes, thank you. That's a lot of people things. They say stupid stuff, but that's okay. The donkey brain. I'm the donkey brain. Okay, Mark. I didn't say that. You said that. Ernie Santos. Yeah, you're right, Lucy. He did in a way. It was bad choices, without a doubt. I was driving to work listening to what I missed. Good luck. Last night, it was awesome. We stayed on. I think we got out. It's all right, Lucy. We got off, I think it was like 1, 2 o'clock. And we talked about everything, child trafficking, human trafficking, about the movie that Ernie told me to watch, which was, I did watch the movie, and it was a really great movie. It was interesting. I didn't know it was that bad with child trafficking for sex. It was kind of, it actually woke up my eyes. So that was it. And it was really, I didn't know it was that bad, child trafficking. It is that bad. I didn't even think human trafficking was that bad. So, okay, one guy, move on. Have a good day. Have a great day, man. Since you know it all. I just spilled my freaking tobacco. What else? I was getting up for work and you all have been up. Yeah. we got off late. That guy, I'm telling you, he knows a lot. He definitely knows a lot. I definitely want to meet him. Guy knows what to talk about. He knows what not to talk about. Like he'll start talking about something. He's like, I really shouldn't be talking about this because he'd get in trouble for it. But what he's saying, he's right. But it was really, he knows a lot of shit. He knew about trafficking with humans. So he knows his stuff. It's okay, Kelsbell. Really nothing. We decided that we're not going to talk about what Ernie's doing today anymore, and we're just going to talk about what we did on the live last night. That's what he wants to talk about. You can't move past someone sending you to prison. I didn't go to prison, bro, and Ernie didn't go to prison. So next. I need a cup of coffee and a sandwich. I didn't eat no breakfast yet. Honestly, I think Ernie needed jail. Yup, bad shape, and Ernie's family is great for him. You know what, Joe Looker? I actually agree with you on that comment. Thank you so much, Amazing Grace. I appreciate you. Ernie thinks so too. So I like that was a good comment that maybe he did. You know what? I think that Ernie doing jail, it actually woke him up. It actually made him take his medicine, and it woke him up, and he's seen the brighter things in life, how to turn his life around. Because I know people who were in jail, and they say the same thing. You know, if it wasn't for jail, I turned my life around. Now I'm saying it doesn't work for everybody, but it does work for some. Sweet Katie, no one has the authority to put exactly. A person has to commit a crime to go there. They have the courts. Exactly. You're right, Sweet Katie. I agree with that too. And you know, Ernie might take that the wrong way, but I noticed a big change in Ernie. A big change. you know, he talks about me changing, but I think he changed a lot more. I really do. And I tell him that all the time. I think he's doing a great job, what he's doing. He's not as crazy and wild and yelling and screaming like I did also. So there's that. That's what I normally say now because of Pink Guy. Where's Pink Guy? He doesn't come here no more. Well, I wouldn't let him up on panel anyways. What's up, Wind? How are you? Yeah, I agree with that too. He was health. Yeah, exactly. It's health. You know what? That day that he was doing a live at his family's house, that was like really funny. Definitely really funny. It was great. It was funny. Wind, what's happening? How are you today? Why, Lori? Let's get back to that. I guess I haven't changed either, Lori. Is that what you're saying? Wow. And Lori, it wasn't really a good idea putting all that stuff out on your YouTube page. You know, I could do the same about you because I do have those comments that you put, but I don't do that. You know what I mean? I love when people just get jealous and they can't deal with life. It's like the best thing in the world. They always accuse of other people ruining things, but meanwhile, they're the ones ruining it. Lawyer number, yeah, thank you, one guy. You're saying something right for today. That one guy, you said something right. That's pretty damn good. I'll agree with you on that one. Just trying to get my living room straightened out for the day. I got paperwork everywhere. As crappy as jail is, and it could be looked way better coming out of jail. Yep. It doesn't matter, Lori, who you were talking about. It really doesn't. But again, a lot of people thought you were talking about me, but that's okay. It's all right. I'm telling you. You're good. Good people over here. People don't like seeing others. Yep, exactly. You're right. No one can. I haven't been to bed, Renee. I think I slept for like an hour, but I had to go to the doctor this morning, and I wanted to make sure I was up because I actually forgot. I should have set my alarm, but I was kind of lazy about that. I didn't. So, okay, Lori. Can we just end it now? Thank you. You stay over there, I'll stay over here. Right now, everybody wants me taking this over. I'm talking. I'm going to talk. So you do what you got to do. I will not interfere with you no more. I will not say a word to you besides just hello and goodbye. That's it. But right now, I'm trying to straighten out my living room. I got to get my paperwork together because I am working on the court case. I'm working on the court cases I've got to take care of. So I want to get my house back so I can sell it. I've been watching desert movies, some fucked up movies. Yeah, you know what? There's a lot of good movies that are on, especially now. There's a lot. You three sisters just work on what you're working on. But that's all right, too. I'll just calm down and be quiet. Renee, I think I did text you. You missed a lot. We had a really good time. Oh, really good time. A lot of good information.
Hey, Charlie.
A lot of it. Yes, sir.
Hey. Okay, so something something's being looked into right now. So here's at this moment right now, I have been advised to go ahead and close the live.
Okay.
Go ahead and shut. We gotta go ahead and shut the live down.
Okay.
I appreciate, hey brother, I appreciate you for holding the ground. Thank you so
That's
much.
all right. You're welcome, bro. I'm going to go live after this, man.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Everybody head over to Charlie's. Head over to Charlie's. If somebody can put Charlie's link in, go ahead and put link in. Charlie, on
Yes,
your
sir.
live, let's not mention nothing that's going on, okay?
No, I'm not gonna.
We can talk about Homelander. We can talk. We can talk about Homelander in the live last night. Continue on with that if you want to, or whatever you want to be about there. Do that, but do not mention nothing about Angelo or anything that's going on. Okay, so
No.
I appreciate you. Thank you, brother. You've helped me so much. Thank you.
Also, man. Be careful out there, right?
Yes, I'll see you, brother. Thank you,
All right. Talk to you later.
guys. To be honest with you, while this is going on right now, while this all is going on right now, I would rather keep it private. I would rather do this in this way because I don't want nothing getting out. I've already advised my chat, our chats, and all the community chats that we're a part of that we're going to keep this pretty much under wrap. We're going to keep this to where if anything's with us, it's going to stay with us. Okay. This is the best thing of it. It's great news. It's awesome news. So much respect. God bless you all. Thank you all for fighting the good fight. If you want to donate, donate. If you don't, don't. It's as simple as that. Thank you guys. I'm going to close this out with the music. Thank you. Much respect and God bless you all. I'm hoping to go live after a while later on when the deed is done and the work is done, but I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I appreciate you all. Thank you.
On the trail of shadows in the dead of